being such a wonderful host. We're here tonight to celebrate the work of Jerry Schatzberg. Born in the Bronx, Jerry moved to Manhattan to begin his career as a photographer. Under the tutelage of the great Alexei Brodovich, Jerry honed his skills and developed a style that blended traditional fashion photography with cutting-edge techniques and street photography. Throughout the 60s, he brought his style to the pages of magazines like Vogue, Esquire, and Glamour, in addition, taking portraits of icons like Andy Warhol, the Rolling Stones, and creating the now legendary cover of Bob Dylan's Blonde on Blonde. The film we just saw marked Jerry's transition into film and is one of the earliest examples of fashion film. The next year, he gave Al Pacino his first role in Panic in Needle Park and was awarded the Palme d'Or for Scarecrow in 1971. He spent his life telling the stories of misfits and outsiders, rejecting clean Hollywood endings in favor of realistic portraits of life on the fringe. Please join me in welcoming Jerry Schatzberg.
I think I was supposed to start over there and walk out. So.
Jerry, my first question, can you talk a little bit about the inspiration for Lou and for Aaron?
Yes, Lou was my favorite model when I worked. Her name was Anne St. Marie, and a lot of what you see in there about how she helped me when I was just an assistant. She would really do those things, come early in the morning and do pictures for me, and she was just wonderful. Aaron is probably me, but it's really based on the truth. It's not the truth, all of it, so don't get carried away.
I've read that it was occasionally difficult to work with Faye Dunaway during the course of this film, of shooting this film. May I ask? Can you talk about this a little bit? Just a bit.
Well, Faye's an actress, and she's got temperament, and I've got a little bit of temperament too. They clash sometimes. Actually, in the film, you see my name on the list of people she won't work for.
Yeah.
I left it on there after one of our arguments. And, I thought it was a nice. It's by Hitchcock. But no, Faye is great, and but she is sometimes difficult. But I knew her quite well, so I was able to tell her off when I had to, and ask her to come back and behave herself or whatever. But I think it took her a while to realize how good she was in this. Maybe because we were so friendly. But I think she's just wonderful in this.
I read somewhere that the studio added a scene that she didn't want to shoot. Is this true? No. Okay. Scratch that. Someone lied, and I read it.
No, that may have been another film. Oh, wait a second. No. Actually, it did, yeah. The film was shown in San Francisco this way, and one of the executives at Universal would show the film to all his friends. They'd all have drinks, and everybody be slobbering all over the place. I didn't understand that. He thought that maybe we had a disaster there, and he wanted to add about 3 or 4 minute monologue about what the film's about at the beginning. And I said, well, if they stick to the end, they'll know what the film's about. And he said, no, I won't change it. He kept me in a toilet one day for 20 minutes trying to convince me, and told me that he wouldn't change anything unless I agreed to it. And I said, well, I don't agree to it. So he changed it. Actually, it's not in this film now, because we decided, because I had a friend who discovered me and it in San Francisco, and he wanted to represent it in Paris. And when I told him what was happening, how unhappy I was, he went back to Universal and told them that he won't take the film unless it's the original cut. So they made a cut for Paris, and then they added They took some actors because they wouldn't do it. I told them not to. And they added it with another actress looking into a distorted mirror. And it was just awful. I would cringe every time I'd see it. It was only about 2 or 3 minutes, but it was just so horrible to me. But as years have gone by, and now they're restoring it, they're restoring the original one. And people, they don't know that there was a change made by Universal, because mine is the original one. So that's what we see now.